Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks and tutorials, and of course I like to do this in complete survival. In today's video I am super excited to announce that we have a brand new illegal item which is super rare that you can now obtain in your survival world right now in this very update. Now you might be wondering why I'm wearing an enchanted leather cap and an enchanted leather tunic. Well, let me explain. Some of you might remember the old illegal that came around about 2 years ago. This was the video that I made on it, the efficiency leather cap. This is a leather cap that's enchanted with efficiency. This should be 100% impossible to get in survival. However, today's illegal that I want to show you is the efficiency leather tunic. Damn, 2 years later and we have another piece of efficiency armor. This is truly insane. First things first, I want to shout out this user. He posted it in the JamFam Discord server in the illegals chat. So yeah, a massive shout out for this discovery. I was super excited when I woke up and I got one straight away. First of all, in the video, I want to show you the fastest possible way of getting this leather tunic. I did this exact way this morning. I'm going to talk you through the process. And one thing I want to mention right now is you have an old world. There is some information that you do need to know if you are going to use this process. So yeah, ears open. So the first thing that you are going to want to do is make a copy of your world. To do that, you just simply go into Simply Survival. If you're on a realm like this, you go onto Edit World and then you go down here and you will go download world. You can download a copy of your world. If you are on a normal world, you will go to whichever one you want to copy, go to this little bit and then scroll all the way down just like this. And yeah, you're going to go copy world like this. You're going to want to make a copy of your world, and we are going to use this world to go into creative. As you can see here, I've got a copy that I've gone into creative with. This is going to be very important if you've got an old world, and also if you want to keep the size of your world down. You can see that my world is really quite big. The reason for this is because I've done so much exploring and not what I like to call direct exploring. This method I'm going to show you today is direct exploring, where you know where you're going to go, because we're going to find the coordinates of the exact location first. That way, we're not searching around, loading a bunch of chunks, making our world huge. Personally, I think this is really important if you play Bedrock. As I said, my world is huge, and this is literally a result of me looking for the other side disc. Once you have a creative copy of your world, just like I do right now, there is a technique which you could use. Now, this one, it's alright, but it does mean you will have to travel around a little bit, depending on how much you've explored already. Let me explain. When you have creative enabled, there's a command in the game where you can locate any structure. As you can see, we have all the different structures just here. So if I put mansion and true at the end and then click enter, this will then give us the coordinates of a woodland mansion or a few woodland mansions. What happened there? What? Now that's confusing. Am I going crazy? Basically, this command should show you the nearest woodland mansion to the spot that you're standing. Now, this has actually showed me 2 woodland mansions, which is kind of cool, I suppose. Once you have the coordinates, you can actually TP to one of those spots and check out the location. Now, of course, this was the nearest woodland mansion to me, so I'm not actually sure if I've been here already. I would have thought that I would have. So I'm not going to bet on finding an efficiency leather tunic. Now, one thing I should probably mention, the room we are searching for is this room right here. This is what it looks like on the inside. You can see that the door here is completely blocked off. That means when you approach the room, it will just look like a doorway that's been blocked off. You can tell it's a doorway, but it's been blocked off. So yeah, this is what we're looking for. And unfortunately, on this bottom floor, there is no secret room that we are looking for. Now, at this point, because we can't find a secret room, I would probably, if you're using this method anyway, yeah, just TP to some other coordinates. When you're in your new location, you would simply just go ahead and do the mansion locate command again, and that will give you a new location of where you can search. This method is not really that direct. You will have to search for a fair long time, but once you do find a mansion with a secret room in, you're going to want to take down those coordinates, and you're going to want to travel to those coordinates in survival. Now, let me show you what method I used. I didn't use this exact method. I mean, some people don't want want to use external websites. So I just thought I'd throw in a method where you don't need to do that. However, I did use an external website. I used a website called Chunkbase. Now, Chunkbase is an incredibly powerful website that will literally tell you every single structure, even biomes in any seed. This is both on Java and the Bedrock edition. So I literally put in the Simply Survival seed. I then deselected all like this. I selected biomes and mansions. I scrolled down a little bit, and then I was greeted with a number of different mansions. Now, the reason I picked one which was a little bit further out to my base, which is just here, is because I've actually loaded some chunks like around certain areas, so I'm not sure if these ones would even exist. However, I was pretty sure that this one would exist. If you've got an old world, you want to take that into account as well. So yeah, in the end, I chose this one, and at this point, I jumped back onto my creative copy of Minecraft and TP'd to these exact coordinates to double check that this mansion was there, and to of course double check that it did have a secret room that we're looking for. Now, fortunately for me, the first one that I picked did have a secret room that I was looking for. I'd not been to this mansion before, and yes, it did have an efficiency leather tunic. So now we know the exact location of this efficiency leather tunic. First of all, I needed to think of a way to get there. Now, of course, flying there wouldn't be the best way. That would load a bunch of chunks that really don't need to be loaded. So I decided to use the nether. So what I did was grab the coordinates that I got from a chunk base, and I divided them both by 8. This gave me 2 coordinates that I needed to go to in the nether. That's minus 2,605 and 1,491. At this point, I got a couple of items ready for my journey. This included a couple more totems of undying, because I literally know what I'm like, and some obsidian to make a portal for when we get to the coordinates. At this point, I was fully ready to embark on my journey to get the leather efficiency tunic. Now, fortunately for me, I already have paths at the top of the nether. I don't know about you guys, but I feel going at the top of the nether and traveling around is a lot safer than just flying around. I mean, by all means, you can fly around, but at the same time, I did want a path to be able to get to and from the mansion, just in case I needed it in the future. Once I was happy with the direction I was going in, I was ready to start mining. Now, this did actually take a little bit long, I'm not gonna lie, especially when I got to the Soul Sand Valley. Oh my god, it was like netherrack, then soul sand, then netherrack, then soul sand, like just changing every time. It was so annoying. Once I got through that, I literally was flying through this netherrack. I could not wait to get myself this efficiency leather tunic. I was actually surprised that these blocks were breaking as fast as they were breaking. It kind of looks glitchy, but this is actually real speed of how fast I was going. I mean, yeah, I was pretty impressed. After a fair amount of time of digging, we officially made it to the location. Now all we need to do is grab our obsidian and make ourselves a portal. So that's exactly what I did. I got my galaxy sword out and straight away headed downstairs to the exact location we know the tunic is at. Again, I'm being very careful because I don't want to die. At this point, I'm also looking around for any other cool pieces of loot. You know, we do like a good bit of free loot on this channel. And then I found this secret room, which I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to get this first. And I was pretty sad to say that that literally ended in disappointment. I was like, dude, 2 iron? I'm not even taking that iron. My iron farm's way too good to take that. Anyways, moving on, let's go and get this tunic. We are literally just around the corner. Basically, once you find your mansion, you are looking for a room like this. It is a fully sealed in room, and it will have a tree and a chest inside. And inside that chest, you will find your efficiency leather tunic. So, just to be clear, you are looking for this room right here. It's a secret tree room that has a chest. Now, the actual item that is supposed to spawn in that chest is an efficiency axe. However, for whatever reason, for the last 2 years, it's been an efficiency leather cap. And now we have this efficiency leather tunic. Now, as soon as I went home, I pretty much went straight to my dupe machine. And I went ahead and duped my efficiency leather tunic because this is an illegal item and I don't mind duping illegal items on Simply Survival. And then once you've got it, you want to make your way all the way back to the tree room. and literally just put it back because this is complete trash. Nah, I'm just joking. I have my very own tree room, which I brought home with me, which is located inside my illegals mansion. As you can see, I have a whole woodland mansion section, including the secret fake end room, and of course, the efficiency hat and leather tunic room. One thing I do want to mention before I do end the video about the efficiency leather caps and tunics, you can actually add more enchantments to them. As you can see here, I have efficiency, protection, aqua, unbreaking, and of course mending. Not to mention I have dyed this one as well, so it does look pretty snazzy if I do say so myself. This one's actually dyed as well. I barely noticed. It's dyed white, I think. I don't know, but yeah, there we go. How to get yourself your very own efficiency leather tunic. That does of course mean that the efficiency leather cap has been patched, but kind of patched in a good way to give us a new illegal. As I said at the beginning of the video, originally I think this was found 2 years ago, so it took 2 years for this to change, but change it has, and I mean, I think it's pretty good. Hopefully one day we get a full suit of armor. Now that would be pretty epic. Remember, for the latest information regarding illegals and bugs and glitches, feel free to join the Jam Fam Discord. I'm going to put a link in the description below. That's all I've got time for today. I'll catch you on the next one.